Hello. Yapped
Hi,
episode 8.
episode 8 indeed. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? You're back from your worldly travels.
Yeah, I was at Permissionless in New York last week. I am still currently in New York.
Our events queen. Maybe let's start there. Let's catch up on permissionless. Tell us what was happening on the ground. What'd you see? Who'd you talk to? Was Aptos everywhere?
Yeah, I think it was really interesting. We had a whole floor of the venue. It was an interesting layout of the venue because it was different buildings. And so we had a whole floor of one of them. And obviously, the star of the show was Shelby. Shelby serves, as we say. We announced a product which is being created in collaboration with Jump.
So cool.
Um, we have an interview of every who's speaking very simply into what it is, but essentially it's a data layer. So we're more so trying to provide a solution for something that's not only Web3, but also touching on Web2, which, I feel like every single type of thing that uses AI, it can be gaming, content creation, does need a strong solution for data. And so that's an exciting product across the board for all the industry, actually, Web 2 and Web 3.
Yeah, super exciting. The future of data is on chain, and we're unlocking that value of your data with Aptos. I did see on Twitter some of the behind the scenes footage of your interview with Avery, so I'm super excited for that to come out. I'm sure everyone else is too, but I can't wait. I feel like people are going to get sick of hearing about Shelby, which is a good thing. Maybe they already are. But
No.
super cool that you got to be on the ground as that kind of came to life.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the video is out with Avery. It's a 1 minute, maybe a little bit over that
Oh my
explains
gosh, I
very
missed it. Great.
simply. Really, you did?
I
Check it
guess
out.
so. Because I feel like I only saw the behind the scenes footage, so I'm behind. That just goes to show how much is happening on Aptos. I'm like out of the loop, I guess.
A lot is happening. You should check it out. It makes it very simple to understand. It's Ash, Avery, and Pranav who are speaking about the product, and we also talk about the 16 partners who are already onboarded into the launch,
So cool.
including people on other chains, like Story Protocol, Metaplex, are two of them, and then we have the Aptos partners like Runa. It's really a product that can be used, whether you're using Web3 in your main product or not and whichever chain you're on. So very
Nice.
exciting product.
Nice.
Yes,
16 partners at launch is pretty impressive. So I'm excited to see how many other partners we get on board. But yeah, super exciting.
definitely.
Nice. What else? I also know that you did some interviews with some projects on the ground too. Some folks like Mirage, who I know everyone's very excited about, but how did those conversations go?
Yeah, it was great. We had like I mentioned a whole floor, and so we had three booths for ecosystem showcase. So we had the Mirage team joining us, which they did launch on mainnet. We we didn't know it was ever gonna happen.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
It did happen, so that's a very exciting milestone for sure. And then we had Hyperion, which we can touch on a little bit, who's announced going into TGE fairly soon. We don't know the exact date, but it's upcoming. And then Merkle, which Merkle has always delivered on their product, and they actually showcased a new update on their product, which the platform is really, really great. And so I did interviews with all three, which are gonna come out in the next couple days/week. And I think it should be a very, very interesting takes directly from the teams.
Nice. The App Queen strikes again, front and center on the floor with projects. I'm super pumped for these.
That's what I really like about the job, to be honest. For me, it's talking with the ecosystem and getting to know them and being on the ground with them. That's the most exciting part. So excited to do that more also. And you and I were talking right before this about who we should have next on the episode, and I know we have a list, so I don't know if we can reveal yet, but we'll
Just
have.
know if you're watching this, just know we're coming for you. I feel like I've been getting a lot of comments on my tweets recently. A lot of people very excited for the next episode of YAP, which is so good for us. But so just a lot of excitement around like doing more interviews with these founders behind these projects. So I'm super excited for more lists to be rolling out soon. Um,
Yeah, I mean, Aptos is nothing without its ecosystem, and so I think these people are the most important voice and the most important people to hear from, honestly.
100%, 100%. And super timely too, just because since we last recorded, I feel like every week on Aptos is getting increasingly busier, but there's been so much that happened in the last like 2 weeks alone. So I know we want to chat through some of those updates, but I think probably most timeliest is Echo. Just TG'd this morning, which is very exciting. If folks don't know about Echo, they're really on a mission to unlock the full potential of Bitcoin. So using it for more of a store of value, but actually being able to unlock and utilize that value on chain. So big congrats to that team and the folks on the Aptos Foundation side that supported them by way of the LFM program. Huge, huge feat. So super excited to see that be live.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but Justin Wu, whose Twitter is Hackapreneur, did a really good thread on Echo, which I think is very comprehensive as well.
Totally.
So it's a good way for people to kind of understand what's going on, what they focus on, what the philosophy behind the protocol is. So also to check out if you haven't already.
100%. Maybe we're overdue for a conversation with JP. I just love and appreciate him so much. Love his personality, love what he's doing. So he might be next on our list.
Maybe.
Might have to.
Good. What
Um,
else?
what else? So much going on.
Hmm.
Aave is another protocol that we
Yeah.
talk about almost every episode, but big news in the last week. Their proposal to deploy Aave v3 officially passed, so it'll be launching on Aptos mainnet soon. Again, we won't say when, but a huge milestone that was announced in the past couple of weeks. I know this has been a long time coming, so you can expect more on the marketing front. I'm
Yeah.
hoping soon.
I think one thing that we know, especially in Web3, is that announcing set dates is a very dangerous endeavor because then you get the hatred of
When it
everyone
doesn't happen, right? Or
if
things
it
just
gets
sneak up on you.
delayed.
Things just move so fast. So it's also
Yeah.
like impossible to set a date.
Yeah. Now I just say soon and upcoming, which means it's actually soon. Like usually if it's over 3 months, I don't say soon, but not let's not put a set date on it. Just know that it's happening.
Sneaky. I like it. I like
Have
it.
to. You have to. But yeah, Ave is a very interesting one. I spoke, you know what's funny? I spoke about it with Mirage in the interview, but we had a little bit of a technical issue at some point and my camera cut off. And I can't remember if that part was cut off or not, but we shall see. If anything, we can bring that back on and then chat about that when it's deployed.
Yeah, I'm very jealous that you got to speak with the Mirage guys on the ground at Permissionless. So I feel like now we're just kind of brainstorming out loud who we want to have on, but I would love to have the Mirage guys on. You touched on this a little briefly, but obviously they were part of our Aptos Arena activation at Permissionless. But as part of that, they also officially launched on Aptos mainnet, which, as you said, was a long time coming. Actually, you did say this already. Excuse my scattered brain. But it's
Yeah.
been a week, you guys. That's what I'm trying to convey. It's been a week. Like we can hardly keep up with what's going on.
Yeah. No, they're some of my favorite people ever. So really glad I got to spend some time with them and actually get them on the mic. And I'm excited for people to hear from them actually also. I mean, obviously Munchasti is someone that we don't need to introduce anymore. But they have really great take, and that's what I'm always looking for is like people not talking only about their protocol, but what they actually believe within the space and without the space
Yeah,
also. So
totally.
that's what I'm looking forward to in launching these series of interviews and chat that I had with them.
100%. Let's get to the real details. Like, what's your founder story? Why Aptos? Why crypto in general? How long have you been in the game? Do you regret your decision to be in the crazy world of crypto? Like, I want to hear, this is stuff I want to hear.
And more. Like, listen, with them, there was some stuff that we discussed that I don't know if I'm going to be allowed to air, but hopefully we are.
It'll come,
I
the truth will come out.
I do love a controversial take, and these two for sure have a lot. So
Oh, I bet. If you guys follow Moonshicey on Twitter, you know Homeboy's full of hot takes. So I don't doubt it.
him and Mason, both of them. But anyways, that's a lot of teasing. You guys shall see when the video comes out, which is going to be very soon.
I'm looking forward to them. What else
What
is
else?
going on in the ecosystem?
So we talked about Echo's TGE, Hyperion's upcoming TGE. We talked about Aave deployment. On the payments front, we announced a partnership with Yellow Card a couple weeks ago, and USDC on Aptos is now live there. Do you want to chat a little bit about Yellow Card?
Yeah, yeah. So Yellow Card is cool because they are a payments gateway that specifically targets the Africa region. And so by adding support for USDC on
Is
Aptos,
it
excuse
USDC
me,
or USDT? Do we know?
USDT. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I do this every time we talk about stables
But
because
I'm not sure. I would have to double check. To be honest, but one of
now
those,
you got me thinking.
one
Guys,
of the
it's been
big
a week.
ones.
It's been a week, but let's just insert stable here on Aptos is supported by Yellow Card, which means faster gasless cross-border payments are enabled across all of Africa. So huge, huge, huge news for Aptos, which still reigns king of stables. I know I always plug that and you guys are getting sick of it, but that was just announced this morning. And I'm sure there's going to be more to come on that partnership front. So very exciting.
I really like to see teams that focus their use of payments in stablecoins in regions like Africa and Latin America because I feel like it's continents and parts of the world that actually benefit from it massively as opposed to their local currencies.
Yeah.
So exciting to see what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, and dare I say we have a slew of payments announcements coming up. So Yellow Card is just the first of many, but I think you can expect big things coming for Aptos. So very
Yeah.
exciting this morning.
There's
Um,
something really, really big on the payments front too that we're working on for the Aptos experience. So I don't think I'm allowed to say exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be very tangible. And that's something that I was like, oh, that's powerful. That's great. So
Aptos
October,
Experience Alpha, we love it.
yeah, I think we're gonna reveal like a little bit before because we want people to be able to experience it during the Aptos experience.
Experience the Aptos experience.
Exactly. I mean, it's an experience for a reason, right? But so on the payments front and stable coins front, that's one of the things that are coming.
Super excited. I'm really pumped for Aptos Experience this year. It can only get better.
New York City. Panora. I love Panora. There's many people that we love, obviously, but we have been working with them for a while. They're absolutely amazing people to work with, amazing character, very dedicated, insanely smart. We will do a video with them. I'll also interview them whenever I get to see them,
Please.
because they have a lot to say, and the experience that they've had before working on Panora is also something that's very impressive and that I feel like people should hear about. They launched something recently.
Yes, Panora Flows. That was, gosh, just end of last week, but Panora Flows, obviously, Panora itself is a bridge aggregator. And so their Panora Flows product is a way to seamlessly bridge and swap tokens across 10 chains into the Aptos ecosystem, very seamlessly, of course. So I think that news was really well received too. Like I have like overwhelmingly positive feedback from the ecosystem.
Yeah.
I think Panora too, like I'm really bullish on them too, just because they were one of the first projects that I met when I joined Aptos. And I think that they actually were born out of a hackathon, if I'm remembering correctly.
Accelerator.
Accelerator. Okay.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
that's
really
what I
cool.
met
So
them.
it's really coming full circle and they're just like they ship nonstop. I feel like as a company, like you said, like the founders behind the team are super personable, super human. I think like the way that they market themselves, like obviously they constantly ship, but they also do a lot of education on what the heck aggregators are as a whole and a lot to educate on the DeFi space. And so I think it'd be really cool to have a conversation with them because I
Yeah.
feel like just the way they market themselves and the way that they think about their product suite it's very real. It's tangible and easy for plebes like me to understand. And so I appreciate teams like Panora.
I would vouch for them any day. That's for sure. So
100%.
definitely. And essentially what they do with Panora Flows is make the whole experience into um basically eliminating the hassle that is bridging.
Yeah.
And I think the experience of something being frictionless is what everyone should be working towards, right? It's the user experience. And that's one of the reasons I think it's very exciting. They're always working towards making the user experience actually seamless and very easy. And that's one step closer to that even.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I've actually used Panora to bridge myself and I was very, very like pleasantly surprised with how easy it was because I like work in crypto, but I'm not super tech savvy. And so getting to experience a product like Panora, I was like, wow, wow, wow. Like this is legit.
Bridging is a hassle and it can be scary too, because you have to go through so many hoops and sometimes
Yes.
like, what if I lose my funds midway through?
Right.
So yeah, we're not doing that.
Just casual jump scare. No big deal. No big deal. But not with Panora. No way.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it. Um, cool. We talked about Panora. We talked about Yellow Card. Do you want to talk about Tap? I know they had some big announcements in the last couple weeks as well.
I was about to mention Tap. They launched on mainnet, right? And they also announced the launch of points into the platform. So go check them out. There's all the info there. I think points are very attractive systems. into DeFi protocols. I think it was very trendy about a year and a half ago, and I'm glad that it's still something that's here.
Yeah. Also, just another team whose marketing I appreciate, like Tappy, their mascot. It just like it's just so it just sticks with you.
I
But
love it.
yeah, I also like I know you probably feel this way too, but I feel like I have a soft spot for Tap because again, like they're one of those projects that just insane growth in the last 4 months. Like we first met them at Aptos Exponential earlier this year, and in just 4 months they were able to launch their mainnet and are already reporting 16 million in trading volume. So that's huge. I mean, they've only been live on mainnet for a week or two, and that's the traction that they're seeing. So if that's what we're seeing at the start, who knows what we're going to see next?
Yeah, I love all the teams that are extremely personable, transparent, and persistent. And I like someone who, is going to be actually executing on what they promise. Um, I think that's the most important trait to have. Like
100%.
just the grit and just do it.
And
So
with a smile
one of
on their
those.
face.
Yeah, for sure. Um, is there anything else that we want to talk about today? I feel like that's already pretty big news because it's all about TGEs and mainnet announcement as opposed to, just not only milestone but like really major milestones at this point. Maybe we can talk a little bit about what's upcoming.
Sure. What do we have incoming? I know we mentioned big things are coming soon for Aave, so keep a lookout for that. Hyperion TGE coming up that we will not put a date yet on as we do not know. What else do we have coming up? Oh my goodness. I feel like this week alone was a whirlwind, like you said, like just nothing but big, big, big announcements.
Mm-mm. I'm
Oh,
even
huge for Aptos Labs, if I may. Our very own Avery, CEO, was appointed to the CFTC, which is huge because now he'll actually play a hands-on role in helping to inform and shape the future of crypto innovation in the US. So I think that's super cool. I obviously like I my background is my first foray into crypto was at Ripple, and so I am no stranger to crypto regulation, and so I'm excited to see this come full circle, and really honestly excited for Avery stepping into this role.
Yep, definitely.
Um,
You know what I always struggle with when people ask me about what's upcoming? I'm like, I don't know if it's public information yet.
yes, yeah. What can I say?
Yeah, because especially us, right, working internally, you're like, wait, I know this is happening, but did we talk about it publicly yet? I'm not sure.
And I don't want to steal the project's thunder, like if this is like under, like I'm excited and I just like it's coming from a genuine place of excitement and I want to like show these projects, but also like I don't want to blow the
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, exactly. I guess then we can stop here for now. The one thing that we spoke about, I think the last two episodes that's upcoming will be the Aptos experience. It's happening after Token 2049, so I'm very excited for KBW and Token. I'm always excited about the Asia Circle that's happening towards this time of the year. We will be at both KBW and Token. Token is always huge. I know we have a couple things that we're planning or wanting to plan. So if you're going to be there, also reach out to me, let me know. We can see where we can, add you somewhere, co-host something, whatever it may be, really. So always love the collaboration. And then right after Token is where we're gonna have the Aptos experience in New York City. So that's gonna be a very big time for events and conferences.
This is you every quarter where she's like boom, 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 3 to 4 events back to back. I don't know how you do it, but super
It's
exciting.
it's taxing, but I love it. But I do need a couple of days to recover every
You
time.
don't sleep. Come on. No one in Aptos sleeps. Come on. If you're
I don't
really a
sleep, and
builder,
then
if you're really in it, I'm just kidding.
even after permissionless, I was nonstop, and then the Saturday after I slept for like 14 hours, I think. It was
As
insane.
you should. Honestly, that sounds lovely.
It was. Okay. I think we can maybe wrap it up for today.
Let's do it.
What do
Short
you
and
think?
sweet. Love it.
Short and sweet. Yeah, let's try to keep it short and sweet. Nobody wants to watch through a 20, 30 minutes long video.
People are over us. But next time we speak, we'll definitely have a project on. So if
Yes,
you're
the
watching and you
next
have
episode.
recommendations, let us know. But I think we've already got a couple that we've brainstormed live during this
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah, definitely. The next one will be with someone. There's a couple that I have top in mind. Mirage will be one of them. Panora, Coffee we mentioned. Who else do you have?
Would love to have Echo on since they're just coming out of their
Echo,
TGE. I know we spoke with
Tap.
Hyperion already, but I think
Yeah,
we've got a pretty big list.
let us know if there's anyone else that you would like to see. I mean, I'm sure there will be, but that's kind of like who we have upcoming ideally. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Lots to look forward to.
let's do it.
Cool.
Okay,
That's a
cool.
wrap. Wrap with Yapt.
That's a good one.